usually go with girls because I hate going by myself. Yeah, it's pretty lonely when you go by yourself. You laugh at yourself, people look at you weird. So I go with a girl. But the one thing I hate is that when you go with a girl, she always has to talk to you during the movie. This happened to me a couple weeks ago. I was watching the new Denzel Washington thing, and I was like, oh, it's really getting intense, you know, the car chase and everything, and stuff is blowing up, and I'm like, whoa! And she turns to me and she goes, that's all I heard because the movie's pretty loud. So I'm like, what? And she goes, I'm like, what? Why are you talking lower? What? Just say it one more time. And she goes, like, you didn't say anything that time. How am I supposed to hear you? And she does one thing that I hate that girls do. They do this all the time. Moms, grandmas, girlfriends, they do this all the time. Oh, forget it. And you're like, oh man, I can't forget it now. God, like I can't even find out what Ryan Reynolds has to say at the end of Safe House. I gotta think about this. And so that happens a lot. And so that was pretty good. Pretty well. But yeah, miscommunication happens a lot. Especially when I'm trying to order food. Yeah, I love food. I love going to Subway. I love the food. I hate the restaurant. Probably you guys hate Subway. Come on. Nobody? That girl, let's get him! Just not. So, this one time I went to Subway and I went to this one in Imperial Beach, and there was this Filipino lady there, right? And so I tried ordering some. I was high, and I was like, okay, I gotta get some Subway. So I go there, and like there's nobody there. I was like, there's nobody here. And then, but apparently there's like this tiny little Asian lady hiding behind the little food facts that's always there. And so she goes, what kind of bread? I'm like, what? And she's like, oh, hi. And I was like, what kind of bread? I'm like, wheat. And she goes, white bread? We don't have no white bread here. I'm like, no, wheat. She goes, oh, wheat, I'll get you. And she gets the wheat, and then she's like, what kind of combo? I'm like, oh, can I get a Coca-Cola combo? She's like, okay, I'll get you a Coca-Cola combo. What kind of cheese? What kind of cheese? American, please. And then she's all like, bacon or avocado? I'm like, I'll get some bacon. And she goes, avocado? I'm like, no, bacon. You want avocado? No, I want bacon. You want avocado? Is it going bad? No, I want bacon. And she goes, like, this is going on for like 2 minutes. There's people behind me think I'm wearing 10 pounds of bacon, sound like a bastard. No, I want the bacon on there. There's just slathering on there with some mayonnaise. Like, no, I just want like 3 strips of bacon, please. And then she's like, you want avocado? I'm like, no, I get furious. I'm like, put the avocado away. And she goes, like, I put in avocado anyway? Like, no, why would you put it anyway? That went pretty good. Alright. It's going pretty well. But miscommunication happens all the time. Like sometimes it'll happen at home. I'll be at home watching TV. A funny commercial comes on, like, and I'll laugh like, ha! And then my friend will come in and he'll be like, oh, what were you watching? I'm like, oh, just the commercial was pretty funny. He's like, oh, well, which commercial? Nah, it's not that funny. He's like, come on, I want to laugh. No, man, it's cool. Come on! Like, alright. Who was that Progressive Insurance commercial? Where like the guy's with the calculator and he's calculating the prices, and then Flo, the spokeswoman, comes in and she's like, hey, we got this gun that calculates the prices and gives you your own price, so you don't have to. And he goes, want to trade? And he goes, yeah, I got a calculator. So they trade, and then she goes, oh, you got a message. Like, what? That's a calculator. So like she goes, hello, because it says like 43110 or something like that for you perfectionists out there. And so like, and then this is the funny part. So then she goes, the guy goes, oh, calculator humor. And she goes, yeah, I'll be here all week, because that's my schedule. And then my friend had the same reaction as you guys. He didn't laugh. So I was like, yeah, I told you it was yeah, I'm wasting my time listening to you talk about the commercial. I was like, yeah, fuck Progressive Insurance commercial. And so I just went to a farmer's market today, had some gelato. It was pretty sweet. Clap if you guys have had gelato. Woo! Yeah! Yeah, gelato's awesome. If you guys haven't had it, go out there and buy it. But, careful though, it's a little bit misleading. Because sometimes they'll tell you, oh, you want a sample, and there'll be like a green one, and so I'm thinking, oh, sweet, green. It's gonna be lime. And they give me a little spoon, and I eat it, and I'm like, oh, kiwi! Oh, no. And then like, oh, yellow, can I try the yellow one? And they give me a yellow one, thinking it's gonna be lemon, and it's banana. I'm like, oh, I hate when that happens. And then like, they give me a blue one, and this is the one I hate. I'm like thinking, it's blueberry, it's gotta be blueberry. And I eat it, and it's gum flavor? Like, what kind of flavor is that? Why is this shit? Alright. But I'm just glad it doesn't go into extremes. Like, you don't get a green one, and it's like, oh, what lettuce? Oh. You get a red one, it's like, oh, tomato. Oh. You get a yellow one, oh, mustard. Oh. Alright. But yeah, I tell a lot of lame jokes like that. That's why I'm single now. It's really hard out there, especially if you don't have a license or a car, like me, because it's really hard to pick up women. So like, I take the bus and stuff, so I'll be talking to a girl, spitting my game, and then it'll get to the point where she asks me, oh, so what kind of car do you drive? And I'll be like, I'll try to lie, I'll be like, I drive an MTS 933. Oh my God, what kind of car is that? I'll keep the light going. I'll be like, oh yeah, baby. It's like I got my own personal driver. Drives me and my homies all over town. I only pay him $40 a month. I'm like, oh my God, is it like a limo? Yeah, you might say it's a poor man's limo. But yeah, or else she'll ask me something else like, so what time can you come over? And I'll be like, I don't know. Let me check the bus schedules. Pull out my schedule. You said Sunday, right? That's going to be a problem. But yeah, now I got to lie a lot, especially with women. Got to lie about my job. Like, but a lot of guys do that, though. Come on, guys. You got to lie about your job. Try to make it seem cooler than it actually is. Like, a guy would talk to a girl and be like, yeah, I keep children safe from burglars and crimes and robberies. It's like, oh my God, what do you do? Oh, I'm a nanny. Yeah. And she'd be like, that doesn't make sense. So some guy would be like, oh yeah, I keep a clean environment for the people who will be our future. She'd be like, oh my God, you're like some environmental lawyer? No, I'm a janitor at a high school. I always wondered what women would do if they try to make their job seem like sexy or something. Like, oh yeah, I get on my hands and knees and get dirty. Oh, whoa, what do you do? I'm a maid. I do. So, yeah, people like to get on that Facebook. That's how you got to talk to girls now. Got to text, Facebook. Everybody's on Facebook. So I hate Facebook because people are always liking stuff like my size and I'll give you a compliment or something. Like, wow, someone's really desperate. But sometimes the likes won't fit the person. Like, you like know somebody and then they'll like something on Facebook and it won't make any sense. Like, I know the bodybuilder, he's like, yeah, you got 10 protein shakes in the morning. Like, oh, whoa. And then I go on Facebook, he's like, he just became a fan of My Little Pony. I'm like, whoa. Doesn't make any sense. All right, so I also get evites on there, and I don't like doing anything because the three choices you get will always create a confrontation. I hate confrontation. Like, if you put attending, that person will call you the day of. So where are you? And I'll be like, oh, I had something important I gotta do. And then they'll be like, no you don't. I just saw that you posted that you were at Jamba Juice. I'm like, oh, sorry. That's more important to me. And then like if you put maybe, you're like, so are you gonna come? And like, oh, I don't know. I didn't know how much food I need to bring. I'll eat before. I didn't know how much beer to bring. I'll drink before. I don't care. And that just creates confrontation. I just don't want to lie anymore. I lie enough. And then like if you put not attending, that's even worse. Because then it like ushers you to this little column in this section where it says not attending. And there's always like 2 or 3 people who are not attending. They just don't give a shit with the person. Like I hate this person. I don't care what they think of me. I don't like people thinking about me like, this guy's a jerk. I'm never inviting him again. Because then, I don't know, they'll have something cool and I won't be invited. Yeah. All right. But another thing about the evites is that now I just don't put anything, because that creates a problem. Because my family just recently invited me to an ecstasy party. And I don't do ecstasy, especially with my family. So that's kind of weird though, because I was like, if I put nothing, then they're going to be like, oh, you might show up. And if I put not attending, that'll just, I mean, I just think like my family's plotting to get me to do something like marijuana party, and I'll be like, oh, I don't know, it sounds like a trap to me. Oh boy. But, and that got me thinking, like, what kind of weird thing would I have to get invited to that would create me to be like, you know what, I don't care, not attending. Like, hey, Jesse just invited you to an all-male orgy. We need a 17 mud butt fuck, and I'll be like, whoa. I'm not gonna put anything. I like Jesse. He's a good guy. So this is an improv show. So I would like to do some improv for you guys. So I want somebody in the audience to raise their hand and give me any topic in the news right now, and I'll make fun of it. Anybody. Somebody raise their hand. I'll pick somebody out. All right, you sir.
The economy.
Go fuck yourself. All right, guys, that's my time. Thanks.